Goodest morning to everybody paying attention. My name is Silis. This is Silis Trades. I'm gonna make this quick as possible. It is May 8th, Friday, May 8th, uh, which is the first Friday, consecutive weekly Friday of the month. We did have a Friday. The first of the month was Friday, but they don't really count that. And so I'm gonna go over what happened today real quick. Hold on for me. Hold on. Let me share my screen real quick. Hope everybody's having a great morning. I hope my audio is good. I hope my audio is straight. We're having technical difficulties and things. But what I want to do here is, if you're not already, feel free to join the Discord. The link is in the description of the video. As you can see over there, I was okay. We good on audio, echo and shit. All right. I do apologize, but as I was saying, um, as I was saying, we did take gold buys here this morning at open. Did come back down. It's NFP, so action is always sporadic. I'm usually trading Nasdaq, and today I decided to trade gold, and I was correct. We did make about 830, so did great on the day. So what I want to do is go about the solid strategy workflow, which I have created myself. We got a worksheet here with step by step directions on how to capitalize on this strategy. Also, I've developed this morning flow system for my students as just a a checklist to get your mind right in the morning before the market opens, get your markups in, get your head right. So feel free to join the Discord, get over there and get the knowledge in. But we're gonna go over step by step the workflow system. I'm gonna show you how I saw what I saw today, even though I don't usually trade. First of all, I don't usually trade Fridays, and I don't usually trade NFP. But I wanted to today because I've had a light week, and I wanted to end it on a high note, which we did. So what I'm going to do first is erase everything, all the drawings, sorry, and a few indicators that I do use. I'm gonna take all that off. So here we have gold on my chart. You see this dotted line going vertically. This is an indication of session starts and ends. So the session that we're in right now started here at this line, right? And you can apply that by going to, I believe it's events. Yeah, you can go to your settings, go to events, and put on session breaks. You can make it whatever color you like. I just keep it black. I keep my entire chart black and white and pretty clean. I don't have any cross hatching or things like that. So I'm going to start by keeping things very simple. You don't have to do that, but it helps with the tool that I utilize in the system. So these are session breaks. That's where the session started. That's always on. So we're gonna look at the chart with everything before 9 o'clock, right? This big bearish candle is 9 o'clock. So we're gonna worry about everything that happened before that. So what we're gonna do first, well, let me go to the strategy. This is the solid strategy workflow created by yeah boy. I'm sorry. All right, so pre-market prep, we want to be aware of any fundamental news. We know it's NFP. So we can go to sites like Forex Factory, see what news is coming out when it's coming out. Go to the Discord, you can see that from the beginning. I'm sorry, traders chat room is where I need to be. um, if we go to the beginning of the day this morning, I'll have my markup. This is 7:16 a.m. So it's before the news dropped. I've already got my markups and whatnot, and I'm divulging this to the students. So we're gonna go the exact same way. before news. So we have knowledge about news. This is why I was up early because I knew that we had 7:30 news. So I'm up early making my markups. So we got the session breaks. Now we need support and resistance and our highs and lows. This is the week, so we already had like daily highs and lows marked, which you can, if I have to do that for you, we can just, let's say that was the daily high, daily low, whatnot. Go down to the hour. We'll set up support. So support is the floor. Where have you seen price jump from the floor? But you have these wicks like here, 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 here. So we'll mark off this area. Support. Then we want to do the same thing for resistance, which is the roof. So where is price currently? We know that our session started here, so we don't really need to worry about what happened beforehand. We're worried about what's happening in our session. So where's the wicks hitting the most? We have it here. We just want to get a range of where we believe price is having a hard time breaking above and where price is having a hard time breaking below before the session starts, so we know where price is currently holding. So I like to differentiate those with just red and green. So we have support, we have resistance, and we also know what news is coming, right? So let me go back to the solid workflow. So we know what news, step one, we know what news is coming. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I did not know that I was not showing my screen. Don't know how long that's been going on. It does this shit all the time. I don't know why. So I'm not sure where it stopped showing. So let me start over. Well, we have it here. Mark our top down. Daily high, daily low. Go to the 1 hour to find out where price has been having a hard time dropping below. That's our support. And whereas price had a hard time breaking above, that's our resistance. Here's our breaker, session breaker. So we know we're not really worried about anything before this. This is where our session starts. We're worried about what happens during our session. So go back to the workflow. We've done step one. We know what news is coming. NFP 7:30. Top down structure. We know our daily highs, daily lows. We mark that off. Key levels and zones. We just marked off our support and our resistance. Correct. Correct. So we know where price is. We know where price has been. We know what news events are coming that could affect price. Next step. The crucial step is the fixed range volume profile tool. If you notice, I've used no indicators yet. We don't need indicators to find out where price is. You can eyeball this if you have the knowledge. But my favorite tool as of right now is the fixed range volume profile. You can get that on the side of the toolbar at the forecasting and measuring tools. Go in, it's right here, fixed range volume profile. You'll take that, put it at the start of your session. You can't go any farther than where the session is now. It won't let you. So activate it. And then we're going to zoom in here. Let me go back to the workflow. Now, with the workflow, with the fixed range volume profile, you get volume area highs, mid range and volume profile lows. And it's important as well to be aware of the time frames in which we're trading and what sessions we're trading. We trade New York, so this is the frame. If you're trading Asian session or London session, be aware of the time frames in which you trade. So now that we have resistance, support, highs, lows, and our fixed range volume profile, we go about our rules as simple as follows. If it's above, we're looking for longs. If it's below, we're looking for shorts. If it's within, We're usually just waiting for price to find direction, looking for either bounces or breaks. A bounce would be it tapping, as you see here, resistance and coming back down, which we would look for confluences to justify that, or we're looking for breaks where price breaks above our resistance or value area high and continues. That's what we're looking for. This all helps that because it maps it out so cleanly. If we're above it with confluence, which breaking above it is one confluence of buys. Breaking above resistance is two. Breaking above with our fixed range volume profile showing us more bullish pressure than bearish is a third confluence. If we add one indicator, which is the fair value gap indicator, if we have well, this is the 1 hour, I have my fair value gap indicator on the 30-minute, which 30 minutes is my favorite. We don't even have any, which is whatever. But if we did, there would be another confluence for buys. It's NFP, so it's a bit sporadic, but with these markups at open, I did see, go back up here, we had good dollar news come out and whatnot. And I said, here we've got breaks above value area highs and resistances on both gold and NASDAQ. That was gold. That was NAS. I really wish I would have stayed at NAS, but we broke above the resistance and the value area high, retested at the mid range, and broke again for the continuation. Textbook workflow, as you can see here. Enter on a pullback or confirmation candle. We got that pullback, and then we confirmed for those buys. That's where I got in at on gold. I relayed this entire play to my team, to my students. As you can see here, we didn't get all the way to where I wanted, but we did make profit. NAS went through the roof and is continuing to do so. And you can see here, bullish fair value gaps, above resistance once, retested, get in on the pullback. You can get on the pullback at mid range because it definitely wasn't a bounce. So when it bought back up, you could have got in here, here. If you wanted to risk it at the mid range, once it came back to it, could have did that. But you do have some bullish fair value gaps that are all bullish confluences. And NAS did nothing but buy. So when using this strategy, you can see these directions are very clean. This is an NFP, and NFP is usually pretty sporadic. But with this strategy, it makes it very, very easy to spot. So it's that simple. And I've marked it all out for you guys here in the solid strategy system. It's pretty simple. I mean, you manage your risk, get on those pullbacks or entry confirmation, set that stop. Once you're in profit, move your stop to either break even or in profit, and that way you're not losing. It's really this simple. It's 4 steps, and then patience in finding the reaction and the entry. It's really that simple, and you can get all this information here in the Discord. For free. I don't charge anything for the information. We're in this thing every single day, and it's pretty easy. I mean, you could have got any even when gold pulled back here once it entered the value area, broke below broke below the mid range, pulled back a bit, could have got in for the bounce when it broke down below once again. Small trades, uh, but they work. Even here, you can see that it's more bearish pressure than bullish. You can make these any color you want, but my candles are black and white, so bearish is black, bullish is white. If it's more black than white at this level, it's a good chance we're selling. So these are all confluences to help make it easier to determine what's the best and most probable setup and direction to take on in your execution. So I hope all this helps. My name is Silas. This is the Silas series. We're in this thing every day. Next week we're gonna go a little harder. Want to try to go live at least 3 times next week and really push the strategy, show you guys how I utilize it in real time. So that's it. That's all I got for now. If you're not already, feel free to join the Discord. Like I said, I'm in there every day, live, giving out the knowledge, giving out the sauce. We're almost halfway through the year, so if you're not already, you should be investing in yourself, in your knowledge, and your skill set. Can't do it for you. So, like I said, my name is Silas. This is Silas Trades. Hope y'all got some information out of this, and I'll see y'all next time.